Welcome back to Animal Appreciation, kind of. We are bringing this series back by not talking about an animal. This time we're talking about slime molds. Starting off with the most famous and probably most well-known slime mold, Physarum polycephalum, better known as the Blob. Now, the Blob has been used in many different scientific studies and is most famous for being able to solve a maze despite lacking any semblance of an actual brain, and its favorite food being oats. Next we have Arsaria denudata, or better known as the Carnival Candy slime mold. And it does look quite a lot like a cotton candy, very pink, very fluffy. Now, despite being called molds, slime molds aren't actually a mold. Molds are fungi, and these guys are definitely not fungi. This is the honeycomb coral slime mold with a scientific name that I cannot even begin to pronounce. Now, the term slime mold is given to a very wide variety of organisms that don't really fit into anything else. They are mostly, if not all the time, single-celled, and they're not fungi, they're not bacteria, they're not plants, they're just kind of little slimy guys. This is the Figo septica, or the dog vomit slime mold. Very wonderful name. Now, slime molds can be a variety of things. Some are closely related to amoebas, another weird single-celled organism, my goodness, that are in the kind of protist groupings, which is another group where we just shove things that we don't know what they are. And they can come in many different forms and morphologies, like this one, the Bamia utricular, which does not look very slimy at all, but is still classified as a slime mold. But kind of the overwhelming snapomorphy, or single characteristic that groups slime molds together, is they are saprophytes, so wood-decaying organisms that lack chlorophyll. So they're not plants, but they're also not fungi. Even though fungi also do not contain chlorophyll, but not all fungi are saprophytes, but as far as we can tell, most if not all slime molds are. This is Tubifera ferruginosa, better known as the red raspberry slime mold. Now, as far as we know, slime molds are not pathogenic or harmful in pretty much any sort to plants or animals. Since they are saprophytic, they are pretty much only found on decaying wood, and the only time where they would possibly cause a problem if they're on a wood structure that you don't want to be eaten by the slime molds. But as far as we know right now, they don't cause any sickness to any living organism, and they're not harmful to us at all. Now, this one I'm a pretty big fan of myself, the Trichia nigra, and slime molds, as you can probably guess by these scientific names, are very widely distributed, and most of them are not closely related at all. They're just, again, kind of grouped together because we don't know where else to put them. This one is Stemonitis splendens, or the chocolate tube slime mold. Now, some slime molds can also theoretically be predatory, feeding on bacteria and yeasts, but still do the saprophytic things, and some of them can move, as seen in the Blob. So there really is not that many unifying characteristics beyond, yeah, sure, that can be a slime mold because we don't know wherever else to put it. This one is probably my favorite, the Protot Metallica. Look at how shiny it is. I like this one a lot. Now, they are classified as eukaryotic, meaning they do have a membrane-bound nucleus, but again, they're just kinda, we don't know what's up with them. But definitely a lot more research needs to go into understanding them, if there's any benefits, if there is negative effects that we just haven't observed yet, what's going on with them. And then, last but not least here, we have the Metatrichia vesperium, or the wasp nest slime mold. So as you can see from all of these examples, they are very different. There's not a lot unifying about them, but they all look super, super cool and are just weird little guys.